Hi, are you freaking out right now because your hair is falling out or thinning? You need to watch this video where I will share with you the traditional Chinese medicine hair treatment and the common mistakes that women make when trying to resolve this problem. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Anna and I am the owner of a traditional Chinese medicine clinic called Natural Harmony, where we look after women's health and family health. In my final year at RMIT University, this is 12 years ago now, my clinic assignment was on alopecia or hair loss in women in particular. So I'm going to give you a little summary about what I found. At the time, I was working with a woman who was in her early 30s. She had two young kids, and she found that her hair was thinning and she was losing more than 100 bits of hair every day, and it was starting to increase, flag, because we really shouldn't be losing that much hair on a daily basis. She found that her hair was thinning about 3 centimeters into her hairline at the front. So we considered a few different options, and she also closely worked with her general practitioner in Western medicine. We considered early hair loss as it was part of her family history, as well as hormonal changes, of course with childbirth as she had 2 kids. And the highlight for her in the end was low blood quality, according to my diagnosis in Chinese medicine, but also Western diagnosis, as she was prone to iron deficiency. We worked together for 12 consecutive weeks with acupuncture, dermal and needling on the scalp, and herbal medicine. So it's a very intense program to get her hair growing again from inside out, supporting her blood quality. And we detected significant regrowth of new follicles, and she was very happy with the result at the end. Since then, many years have passed, and I was able to see different cases of hair loss. Some were diagnosed in Western medicine medically, and some were without clear cause. So even Western medicine couldn't detect the cause. Today, I want to share with you the best herbal components that made a difference. But before I do that, I want to highlight 3 common mistakes that women make when trying to resolve the issue of hair loss. Mistake number 1, not diagnosing the hair loss properly. Both Western and Eastern diagnoses are vital here for clarity and peace of mind. If it is hormonal, for example, we can get a clear lifestyle change plan. If it is metabolic, like thyroid disorders, we can do the same and get more specific treatment on board. Individualized differential diagnosis is often missed. The same with Western and Eastern medicine. It's really important to see a practitioner who will take the time to get to the bottom of the cause of the problem. Mistake number 2, pushing the hair to the edge. So if you've noticed that your hair is thinning or falling out, I know how it feels. I've had 2 babies of my own, and when I noticed my hair thinning, I wanted to do everything to slow it down and mask what was happening. So I see women doing the same. We put bleach through our hair and a variety of products to try and stimulate the growth, but along the way, we are further damaging the hair and absorbing more chemicals that alter our hormonal health. Mistake number 3. Women unfortunately do not take time to recover after birth. In Australia and Western countries, it's not accustomed. We're not accustomed to this. Do you know that a new mum on average, goes back to work after 6 months postnatally. Do you know a mum who went back to work after 3 months? Maybe between 3 months and 6 months? I'm sure one of those mums was me. And what about her nourishment and rest? What about sleep quality? What about the everyday stresses and work commitments that are added to her basket of getting used to a new baby, having good nutrition, good rest? It's really important also to have a healthy, calm pregnancy. And 10-week minimum recovery period on a physical and mental level is, I believe, where the gap is in our culture. Thank you so much for hearing me out. So I trust so far this gave you some clarity. And if it is happening to you right now and you are experiencing hair loss or hair thinning, stay with me for a little bit longer and I'm going to share with you the 3 beautiful herbs that I absolutely love for this problem. So here are the herbs that I love to use in most of my hair formulas. First herb is dungui. So dungui is a beautiful, beautiful blood tonic, but it also promotes circulation gently. It's gorgeous and I use it in most formulas when I work with women's health, especially for hair loss or hair changes and hair thinning. The next herb is Herbal. It is an absolute lovely, such a strong tonic. This strong tonic helps not only in blood rejuvenation, but also help recover in chronic illness, chronic stress, that may be causing the hair thinning. This herb activates the clotho gene or longevity gene, as it's commonly known, and it helps regeneration in the body by supporting blood quality. It also helps filter the liver and the kidneys and supports their detoxification functions. And finally, the third herb is this little fruit called nujianzi. Nujianzi is also known as Chinese privet fruit. It's well known for its preventative qualities for burnouts. It helps protect the body from dehydration and supports longevity. Did you enjoy this video? I love sharing this with you and I trust that this is interesting. What I will get you to do, if you have any questions about this topic and you feel like you have done everything you know to support your hair health, please give us a call on 83836500 and I will be so happy to talk to you about how Chinese medicine can help you. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye for now.